Hey guys, well, thanks for having me back. Just topping off on Justin's presentation on that last question. It does definitely help, and we do want you to make sure to go back and make sure your groups are set and that your vehicle classifications are correct. Making use of our VIN decoder and things like that, but that definitely does help us make sure that we're giving the right sensitivities and the rules are tuned to your correct vehicle. So with that, definitely keep your eyes out for that. The new rules are exciting, and hopefully you'll get a theme of our overall messaging and safety solution that all of these things are really additive in nature. So those rules that Justin mentioned definitely do play a part in our new AI dash cam and video coaching platform, which we're going to talk about today. Hopefully you guys were with us last month, so I'm going to kind of fly through some of the hardware early stuff that we covered last month. I will give a quick review, but my hope is really to actually show you guys it in action in my G, where the real insights come from. So with that, again, just a kind of quick intro about the hardware, the technology. This first slide really covers, the pain points that you guys probably know better than me in terms of the rising costs and the rising number of distractions for your drivers that are going on the road. And the good news is on the far right that, the solutions and AI dash cams we're going to show you today have a significant impact in reducing those collisions, reducing your risk, and ultimately reducing the cost behind it. Since you guys are on here today and love Geotab and our existing customers, you know this, but I'll just kind of top off on it that, we really grew for the past 25 years on the telematics side. That's our expertise, our bread and butter. But now moving into the video, we're bringing the best of both worlds, bringing our expertise from the telematics side and now bringing additional insights that video allows us to add to our original insights. And that kind of takes me to this slide. So again, best of both worlds. You guys should be familiar with all the great telematics and insights that come from our Go device on the left-hand side. The ABCs, the near collisions, some maintenance insights that we provide. And again, the power of actually adding video and these new AI dash cams is bringing those two solutions together so that you can use the great insights from telematics and bringing in the more insight or context that video brings. Including, the ADAS and DMS AI models of swerving, stop signs, the in-cab alerts of folks actually being distracted, whether that be drinking or smoking or eating or being on the phone. So again, the power of the true solution is when you guys are using both sides of the slide, and I'll show you kind of how you can kind of take advantage of those in the UI here shortly. To summarize it, these tools are really meant to kind of address those four main issues that you guys as fleets face in terms of safety, really reducing claims and insurance premiums, aiding driver training and making sure your drivers are driving as safe as they can, really, keeping them happy, showing the information, not only being punitive using these new solutions, but also encouraging and rewarding and recognizing when they're doing good behaviors and driving safely. That third kind of pillar is defending potential litigation. So one of the main use cases of AI dash cams is really to have that video footage to show that your drivers weren't at fault. They were doing the right thing, and some guy probably pulled in front of them, and he had to slam on his brakes because not giving proper distance or actually getting into a collision, which leads to that last column is really the main cost driver of downtime, having drivers out due to health or injuries, and then just the cost of repairs to the actual physical units of your fleet. Summarizing kind of the Go Focus Plus difference, it really is about removing frictions, making it easy on you guys to get those additional insights, whether that be through the quick installation process or kind of those tying together those telematics. Really providing real intelligence. So one of the themes hopefully you guys hear throughout my presentation today is it's really cutting through the noise. For the fleet managers who are super busy during their day, they have their day-to-day. They really need to make sure operations are going while still making sure their fleets and their drivers are safe. And we kind of make it easy on both ends for them so that they can still do their day-to-day, but have the tools to quickly access the drivers' behaviors, events that they need to train. If I don't know about you guys, but if you have fleet managers or you have time and day to watch 4,000 videos. We provide those videos, but again, we're really cutting through the noise, showing you those main drivers, main behaviors that need to be coached. And we'll show that here in the UI, and then always keeping that driver centric piece into it. So another theme, hopefully you hear and I show you, is kind of like, again, it's not always about the carrot, or it's more about the carrot than the stick. This is really for their benefit, driver exoneration. They're doing the right things that they need to do, and having that video, but also giving the information to kind of self-correct. One of the nice features of the camera and AI dash cams is we are running these models on edge, right on the camera, so that we can give that instant feedback. The example I use, and I'm going to try not to use third person as much as I can, so it doesn't become a Seinfeld episode, but in the situation where Jamie is called into the fleet manager's office and he says, Jamie, you're a terrible driver, my first reaction is typically going to be, I'm a great driver, prove it to me. And in past with telematics, it showed great things, but it didn't give all the insights or all the context that is needed. Yeah, we could tell you Jamie slammed on his brakes, but again, was it due to Jamie slamming on his brakes because someone cut him off, or was it because Jamie was on his phone and drinking and not paying attention, so he had to slam on his brakes? So always keeping the driver in mind, giving them the information to self-correct, so that they don't have to be called into that fleet manager's office. And for the most part, all these drivers, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get home safe. They want to drive safe. Sometimes they just need that quick reminder of, hey, when your wife calls you on the phone, don't answer it. There's time after you're off the clock or not on the road to call her back. I mentioned, ADAS and DMS, so advanced driver assistance systems. These AI dash cams are bringing in-cabin cameras, so allowing us to kind of see both what's going on in the road in terms of ADAS situations, as well as DMS. We'll share some of the real live videos here shortly. I do want to call out these last two ones. Near collision, really being able to identify and coach drivers that are susceptible to near collisions before it's too late. And then defensive driving, again, not only punishing folks or telling drivers when they're doing something bad, but also recognizing when they do something right. When that guy pulls in front of Jamie, I slow down and give the proper tailgating distance between us. So the camera, nice thing, does send those verbal alerts. It will actually say, won't say good job, but it will give a verbal alert, recognizing that I did the right thing and slowed down and gave proper distance. Same thing with driver monitoring systems, a wide range of AI models. We'll provide the full list for you guys. The typical ones, phone usage, seatbelt, eating and drinking, but I also want to call out the repeat offender. This is kind of a differentiator, and using our computer vision and our AI models, we are able to differentiate, like I mentioned, the good driver who, hey, once in a while he gets that phone call, he picks it up, he gets that verbal reminder, and then, he's driving safe for weeks and months, versus that guy who is on the phone, and I've seen some crazy videos, I'm sure you guys have as well, the guy on the phone without his shirt, cutting his nails, getting verbal alerts 5 to 10 times, and he yelling at the camera, yeah, I'll put my phone down. Those are kind of the drivers that we're probably going to need to take a little additional coaching, bring them in, have a little one-on-one session to, kind of help them drive better and change their behaviors. I'm going to quickly fly through some of these slides. I'm going to get to the hardware side of things, and then again, get into the MyG thing. We do like to say the hardware, there are some features and benefits. There are some nice capabilities, the easy installation, the auto pairing with our Go devices, the self-calibration, no more taking out measuring sticks when you're installing it to make sure, height off the ground and the offset of the windshield. That's all being done by AI. Once again, kind of making it easy, getting it up and running, quick and easy to give you guys the insights right away. A couple more other nice features of the actual hardware that differentiate it from other cameras in the market. Both the in-cabin and road-facing cameras are independently adjustable. So when you are installing it, it allows us, using our video app, to really dial in the ADAS models and the DMS models to make sure we're giving the proper insights, reducing those false positives, which is kind of the main benefit of our hardware piece of things. Again, hopefully you guys saw my presentation last month. We went more in depth on the hardware side, and I think for everyone, we're just going to jump into my G and actually show it in action.